Hey folks, hope you're all well and you're looking forward to the weekend. Today's topic is going to be about protection and the importance of holding some kind of life cover, illness cover in the event of an injury or illness. The two main areas I'm going to look at today is critical illness and income protection. So I suppose look at if you have a family that depends on your income and you can't work due to an injury or illness, you're in trouble, I suppose, really. So you can imagine trying to pay a mortgage, trying to pay bills, car loan, and trying to live as well on the illness benefit of 200 per week. So look at in today's times, that's very, very hard to do, and it probably won't be impossible given the cost of everything these days. So that's why it's so important probably to protect your income, especially if you have kids or if you're self-employed or your partner is self-employed. Look at protecting your income is definitely a priority. I'm just going to go briefly kind of through the breakdown of the key differences between critical illness and income protection. Serious illness, critical illness is sometimes what it's called as well, or specified illness. So look at there's two types there. People probably know what they're out there, but aren't too sure actually of the differences, I suppose, really between income protection and critical illness cover. So income protection, what does it cover? It covers any injury or illness or disability which prevents you from working. Critical illness, it only covers the illnesses that are specified in the plan, I suppose, from the offset. Income protection, I suppose, look at one of the main claims would be in income protection would be like stress, back injury. They are all covered in under the income protection, whereas critical illness cover doesn't pay out on stress or back pain or anything like that. It has to be a specific illness that's on the brochure or on the terms, I suppose, of your plan. Income protection is tax deductible, which means you get tax relief. So if the premium is €100 a month, you're on the higher bracket of tax. You'll be able to claim back 40 euros on that 100. So there's tax relief available. Critical illness, there is no tax relief available. Income protection pays you a replacement income until you return back to work or until you hit the normal retirement age, which could be 60 or 65 depending on what you pick at the beginning. Critical illness just pays you one lump sum on the event of a diagnosis of the illness cover. So I suppose look at just to kind of go back over that there as well. So I suppose if you look at income protection, the pros of income protection, self-employed, look at it, if you are out of work and you're self-employed, look, you're not going to get much from benefit. So look at it, I think it's important to have some kind of cover there. You get tax relief on the income protection as well, which is massive. And it covers any injury or illness. So look at back, anything like that, stress, anything like that, the income protection will cover you under that policy. I suppose the other side of the cons, I suppose, really look at it, it depends on what your occupation is as well. So it can be hard to cover certain occupations. There's a bit stricter underwriting criteria. And I suppose then if you look on the other side of it there, the critical illness cover, the pros there is look at the occupation, doesn't really matter in regard to, depending, to a certain extent, I suppose, really, on the premium. You get a tax-free lump sum, so the lump sum is paid straight out into your account. And I suppose what that does, it allows you kind of, a lump sum there to allow you to get better and knowing that you have a lump sum in the account that'll feed your bills in regard to mortgages and stuff like that. I suppose the con side of it there, look at the definitions can be complex in regard to, cover varies from insurer to insurer. So it's just important to make sure that that you have everything covered and that you understand it, I suppose, in regard to as per the definitions on the policy schedule. So I suppose look at income protection, if you kind of think of it this way, income protection will give you a long-term cover. So in the event of you're out of work due to injury, illness, stress, anything like that, it'll give you a set amount going forward every month, until you go back to work or until you hit the retirement age. Whereas the serious illness will pay you kind of, I suppose, really is classified maybe as short-term expenses. So it'll give you one big lump sum, there you go, and it'll keep you going maybe for a year or 2 years, depending on the amount of cover I have. So look at, there's a few things flying around there in regard to graphs and stuff like that. Contact clearlife.ie for more information. We'll be happy to go through with you. And again, I suppose don't forget the Smart Saver account. Look at, we're setting that up. There's been a lot of interest in that as well. So again, my own one is set up there on the 1st of March. So again, any questions, please feel free to DM me here on this or contact clearlife.ie. Thank you.